most controversial moment from the Super Bowl wasn't Rihanna's halftime baby announcement. A lot of people were talking about that, but rather the holding call that happened with the game tied with 1 minute and 54 seconds left to play. When Patrick Mahomes lobbed a pass to Juju Smith-Schuster in the end zone, DB James Bradberry was flagged for holding, which gave the Chiefs the first down and essentially the win. All right, after the game, Bradberry was asked about that call, and he said, hey, I did tug his jersey there. But JP, based off of, all the calls that were made or weren't made that game, do you think this was the right one?
I mean, by the letter of the law, it's obviously holding. Don't call it. Do not call it, because they weren't throwing that flag through the entirety of the game. And this is what I would say to you is, if there was not a similar play that happened in the rest of the game, then you throw that one. But I cannot believe that there wasn't a play where a defender was holding a receiver and the refs just held on to the flag. So in this situation, in the biggest game of the year, in crunch time, in the fourth quarter, you don't throw the flag. As a player, and I've said this before, I'll say it once more on this show, all you want is consistency. So if you know a crew is going to be out there and they're calling every single foul, then you're going to play the game differently. If you understand that they're going to let you play and they're going to let you bump a little bit, you can get away with the tug and a pull and a hold, then that's how you're going to play the game. So you can't change it up toward the end. That is what's frustrating about this, and I think a lot of people feel the same way. And this isn't to say that this determined the outcome of the game, because there were a million plays that happened out there that were the outcome. But it is frustrating when you don't see that flag thrown at all, except for with minimal time left in the fourth quarter. That's frustrating.
I think people are all for getting the call right. I think both teams are all for getting the call right. Everybody's watching there. You see clearly that James Bradberry grabs Juju Smith-Schuster in that in that moment of the game. And you're right. They let him play throughout that whole game. There was no penalty in that game other than an offensive pass interference early in the first quarter and an illegal hands to the face that wasn't encroachment or offsides, and maybe a false start in there. That's it. So they let them play the whole game. But at the same time, yeah, it's at a crucial moment of the game, but penalty is a penalty.
And I mean, it was unfortunate because it was such a close game, and then it came down. Obviously, the Chiefs, they played it right. They got the first down there, and they just kind of wasted the clock, ran the clock down. But when it comes to that, do you think that, because you're not going to be able to review those plays, do you think they're going to maybe change that moving forward?
I think there needs to be some solution toward that specific situation, because we've seen it too many times in these playoffs alone where a call really changed what the game could have been. And again, many other plays out there, but that's just the wrong time for it.